Hi everybody, this is my friend Cathy. Cathy has been a friend of our family since actually before I became a part of the family.
Indeed.
And she has been supporting Naturally Vera since how long? Since we came out?
A little while after you came out when I found out about it, and then as soon as I heard about the products, I, I'm all about supporting local businesses. I was actually homecoming queen to your Uncle Mo's homecoming king my senior year. I've been with them since elementary school. And I've been using Can 2 for over 20 years, and I heard the hype and I bought the product, and my best asset is my red hair. Everyone compliments me on it, and the first thing I say to them is, I use Naturally Vera. That's why my hair looks so good. So I'm all about sponsoring. But if I believe in something, I'm all about promoting it. So I am blessed. I think I've been using Naturally Vera for a year.
Maybe
No, 2 years now.
Yeah,
Almost
I was
2
about to say
years
probably
now.
about 2 years.
And
Yeah.
I have never seen growth in my hair.
Yeah, we cut
you
Cathy's hair last time. Remember how much we cut off?
We cut 4 inches off last May, and I can't wait till this video is all over to compare the length, because all of my friends are begging me to cut my hair because it's so long. And so I'm looking at getting a transformation today. It's with being paralyzed for so long, it's not easy to do my hair, and these products make it so easy for me to do my hair. And if something makes my life easier, because my life's not that easy, I'm all for it. So it is disability approved, it is redheaded approved, it is curly girl approved, and I love your products, Apple. And not only do I love your family and love you like family, but your products have changed my life.
Thank you so much. So this is going to be really interesting because Cathy is not your typical person. Even though she's paralyzed, she actually lives independently and she does everything for herself. So something that you may take for granted, like how you can just jump up and do your hair in the morning, the process that she goes through to get her hair done and washed, I was really excited that she responded to this post because I want you to see what she has to do to get her hair done, even if someone else does it. It's not your typical setup to get her hair done, but anything that you can do, Cathy can do. Cathy was driving, she's always been very independent despite her disability. So I want you to see what it's like for her to go through a wash day. I'm going to give her a blowout, and I am going to cut her hair. Typically when we get together, I do cut her hair, not just a trim, because it makes it easier for her to do. She has a lot to do, and she doesn't have full function of her hands and arms.
Yes.
So
and I
want
just
to show
recently
you.
had neck surgery because I lost the function of my left arm. I couldn't even pick it up. So I've got more challenges. My hands aren't working as well and my arms aren't working as well, unfortunately, since this surgery. So there will be a drastic transformation today because my life's gotten a little bit harder and I need to make it a little bit easier, and that's what Naturally Vera does for me. So
Thank you.
I'm like, and thank you for talking about the difficulties I had, because really, if I do my own wash day and I do it once a week, red hair is the closest to black hair, with the hair spectrum, with the coarseness of my hair, with everything. So I feel everybody out there with problems and with these fingers, I can't scrub my hair. It's such a pleasure when Apple comes over and she can really scrub my scalp and do things that I physically can't do, because girl, on a wash day, my behind will be in the shower and I'm having a hard time pre-pooing by myself. I got 45 minutes with all this hair. So I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to take us probably about 2 hours. Detangling actually isn't very difficult, and Cathy follows the regimen card. She really does wash her hair every week. She does the steps in order. She does a really good job of keeping her hair intact. So when I come here, I really don't have to do anything extra, but I can only imagine how much easier it is for her to have an extra set of hands. And her hair is gorgeous curly, but it's a little bit more manageable for her when it is straightened. And I couldn't even imagine having to blow dry and flat iron my hair with less function in my hand. So I do try to come as often as I can to help her out. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna use Naturally Vera's Ultimate Bundle for heat styling, and I'm gonna show you what it's like to go through the process that Cathy would normally go through on her own. And I think you'll find a very much appreciation for what she has to do to look so pretty when she goes out, because she really does keep herself up. I wish you guys could see the makeup counter. She has like all the makeup, all the products. Her stuff is staged, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and then I'll talk to the video as we time lapse it so you can see the process that she goes through. So thank you, Cathy, for letting me do this and agreeing to let me record.
Girl,
and we're gonna get started.
Kisses to my bitches. I love you like family. All right, you guys, let's get started.
Yes, let's get started. I'm very excited to show you all what it's like for Cathy to get her hair done. I try to go as often as I can to help her out because I know that the function in her hands is starting to decline. And I think it's really interesting to show what type of setup she has so that she can do her own hair, because typically all throughout the year she is responsible for doing her own hair. So first I'm going to get her hair damp with the with warm temperature water, and then I'm going to use the Naturally Vera Honey Hair Mask, 2 palmfuls, and I'm going to distribute that throughout her hair and her scalp. So when Cathy gets her hair washed by me, she actually has to lean over and like lay in her lap so that I can rinse her hair out. And she's a trooper. She does everything that I need, and she's super independent. She never wants me to help her up or anything like that. And it's really admirable to watch how she does this, because I know she does it on her own. I left the honey hair mask in Cathy's hair for about 20 minutes under a processing cap, and now it's time to rinse it out. I'm going to be rinsing it out with warm temperature water. Then I'm going to follow up with Naturally Vera's conditioning shampoo. For the amount of hair that Cathy has, as long and also the length, I'm going to use about a quarter size to a $1/2 size amount of the shampoo. I'm going to do that 2 times, and then I'm going to rinse the shampoo out the final time with warm temperature water. Okay, now it's time to detangle Cathy's hair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate her hair off into sections. It makes it easier to detangle. I'm going to apply Naturally Vera's moisturizing conditioner to her hair, use as much as I need to get the slip that I want so that I don't damage her hair, cause breakage, and I just want my fingers and my hair tools to slide through her hair while I'm detangling. So when I go through each section, I'm going to finger detangle from the ends to the roots, and then I'm going to follow up by using my dimming brush, going from the ends to the roots, just catching what I couldn't get with my fingers, if anything. And you'll notice that the brush is just gliding through her hair. And once her hair is fully detangled, I'm going to rinse the moisturizing conditioner out with cool temperature water. This will allow me to seal in the moisture from the previous steps. Now that the moisturizing conditioner is completely rinsed from her hair, I'm going to apply Naturally Vera's Green Tea Deep Conditioner. I'm going to start at the ends. That is the oldest part of the hair, so you really want to focus on the ends when you're deep conditioning, but also on her scalp, because the deep conditioner ingredients that we use also promote scalp health. And we're going to leave this on for 10 minutes because this product is penetrating. Now it's time to blow dry Cathy's hair. So I've rinsed the deep conditioner out with cool temperature water. I'm going to apply a very small amount, about a pea-size amount of Naturally Vera's Aloe Vera leave-in conditioner to her hair, distribute it evenly throughout her strands, and then I'm going to separate her hair off into sections just like I did when I was going to detangle it. Now, I'm going to take each section, I'm going to use my dimming brush for tension, and then I'm going to get it as dry as I can and as straight as I can with the blow dryer. All I do is follow up for a nice clean finish with my flat iron. So you'll notice that I only do one pass with my flat iron. So Cathy has a unique situation. We discussed this in the beginning of the video, but basically Cathy has a hand injury that isn't allowing her to have as much function as she used to. And to combat that, she did recently have a neck surgery. And it did help, but it didn't completely resolve the issue that she had with her hands. Typically, we preach length and growth and all those things, but for Naturally Vera, health is the most important thing. Cathy was letting me know that her hair is too heavy, and she did want to do something nice for someone else because of the weight of her hair. So she decided that she wanted to get her hair cut. I typically don't cut hair, but I understand why Cathy needed that. It's too much weight for her neck, it's a lot to manage, and she's trying to get the function back in her hands, so we want her hair to be more manageable. So she wanted to go ahead and get a bob cut. And the reason for that is because when you're gonna donate your hair, you have to cut at least 8 inches. So we did about 10 inches or so. And I just went all the way around, tried to give her maybe like a blunt bob cut. We did a little bit of styling, and she was very happy with the result. It's gonna be so funny because the next time I do Cathy's hair, it'll probably be grown all the way back. I cut her hair last May, and her hair had grown past the length that we cut it from. So the last time I cut Cathy's hair was last May, and it grew right back. It grew past the length that I originally cut. So I'm really excited to see how this turns out for Cathy, because I hope that as her hair grows, she starts to regain the function in her hands so she can maintain her hair again. I know she really likes her long hair, but she can pretty much pull off any style. I've seen her with a pixie cut before and it looked cute. So it is my hope that while Cathy's hair is growing, she is strengthening her hands. She's getting the function back in her hands so that she can do her hair, because I know that she loves her long hair. She has like this really rare, pretty red hair, and then as she changes the sides, some of it's a little blonde, some of it's more red. So it's really exciting to just watch her hair grow and watch her keep fighting and getting stronger and getting her function and everything back. So if you know anyone that struggles with doing their hair, they may have limited functionality in their hands or arms or anything like that, and they are fully independent, Naturally Vera for Cathy has been a really helpful tool to make sure that she still looks and feels pretty, because she's still able to do it herself. We try to make it as easy as possible. We try to save you time. We try to make detangling easier. We try to make your hair softer and more manageable. So if you are looking for a product that can help out with these things, the products that we used today was the Naturally Vera Ultimate Bundle for Heat Styling.